Relays are debatably the most stressful event in track. And if you disagree with me, my story might change your mind. As a mid-distance runner, I've done events going from the 400 to the 3200. So that also includes the 4x4 and the 4x8. Now today, I'm going to be telling you about 4 of my 4x4 experiences and 3 of my 4x8 experiences. Now before we start talking about that, I'm going to just say this. I've had better experiences running the 4x4 than the 4x8. For some reason with the 4x8, I literally just have like the worst luck possible. I ran 4x8s when I was sick. I ran 4x8s where, we got DQ'd. Like, I just had some bad experiences with the 4x8. With that being said, I still had probably 1 or 2 good experiences with it. But the 4x4 is definitely one of my better relay experiences by a long shot. So with all that being said, we're going to start talking about the first relay experience I want to talk about, which is a 4x4 that happened on... So per usual, I don't have a video for this race, right? But on the plus side, this is going to be the only race I don't have a video for. So that's the good thing. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on how that relay went. We got there, I was third leg, per usual. The 4x4 is usually the last event that happens at a track meet. So yeah, I was third leg and I ran a 58. Not my fastest. That's actually my slowest split that I ran throughout the whole season. So yeah, 58 was my slowest split, and I'm pretty sure I ran the slowest split out of everybody in the relay. So not the best, but it was my first relay, so I wasn't doing too much complaining about it. But anyway, we're gonna stop talking about this and we're gonna move on to the next race. Now this next relay I'm gonna talk about was a freshman only 4x4. Now I'm gonna say it now, this was a good relay. I had no complaints. I was first leg this race, right? I was first leg. I did my best. Second leg, third leg, fourth leg, everybody tried their hardest. And, I can't complain with that. If everybody's trying their hardest, everybody's working hard, we all want it the same way, then it's good. It's always going to be a good relay then. Whether if we win or lose, everybody did their best. And that's what really matters. Also, before we get into this race, I want to mention, I'm not showing all of the relay parts. I'm just showing my part. So I'm just showing how I ran during the relay, because if I, went through an entire relay every race, then, that would take too long, So I'm just going to be going over my split. And with all that being said, we're going to hop straight into this next relay, which happened on... All right, so I'm not going to be speeding up the 400s or the 4x4s because, it's a quick race, right? So there I go. I circle myself. I'm sitting in third place right now. And as soon as this race started, I'm trying to figure out ways that I can get around this guy in front of me. I stayed behind him for a little bit because I couldn't find a way and I didn't want to go too far out. And again, I wasn't too familiar with the 400. I hadn't done that many before this. So at this point, I'm just moving. I'm running as fast as I can, trying to keep up. And then I do manage to make my move. I did something bad though. If you see, I cut into the inside, and apparently you're not supposed to do that from what I heard from my coach. But yeah, so I did that, and I start trying to close the gap on the guy in front of me. I'm doing my best. We're neck and neck. I'm pretty close. I'm trying my hardest to close that gap. I'm swinging my arms. Form is bad, and I start to close my split off, passing it to my teammate right here. Now, did we win the race? No, but we were able to accomplish something else. You see, the reason why we assembled this freshman team was because we were going for a freshman 4x4 record. This was another one of those records that were held for like 50 years. Nobody had broke it, and we felt like that we had the potential to break it. Long story short, we did break it. It's clap it up for us, right? And I just want to say that to those guys, I really appreciate them. We all came in. It was a last minute thing. And also, fun fact, we actually had a whole different order for how we were going to run it. So instead of me being first leg, I was going to be the anchor, and then everybody else, we just all had different legs. And then last second, our coach made a swap, and I don't know, maybe he knew something we didn't, because, we managed to break the record, and it was overall just a good race for us. All right, so we're not going to spend too much time on that. We're going to keep going with the video, And next, we're going to talk about a 4x8. Go back to what I said earlier. I don't have that many good 4x8 experiences. This is not one of those good ones. You guys are going to know why after we talk about this race. And honestly, I don't want to spend too much time talking before. We're going to get straight into this next race, which happened on...
Hold him down, Chris! Hold him down!
Alright, so for this race, you know, I have a 1.2x, so we can try to get through it a little faster. And yeah, so I'm coming around the curve. I'm pretty much running by myself, so I know I'm going to have to, you know, stay locked in the mind. Make sure I, you know, keep my pace, stay where I'm going. And I did have a goal. So earlier in the race, my team, there was a team. It was a green team. The dude in green, you probably see him. He's coming around the curve now. We were in front of them at first, but eventually, as you know, we kept going. They ended up getting the lead back. So my main goal for this race was to get our lead back, right? So here I am coming around the first home stretch. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think I was going race pace. I honestly wasn't really going race pace. I was just going. Because, again, this was my first 4x8 outdoors. So, yeah, I realized that, you know, running 8 laps is way different from just running 2. Or 4 laps, however many laps it was indoors. But, yeah, so I'm coming around the curve again. I'm starting to notice that the gap on the team, on the green guy right here, is starting to close. And I realize he's getting tired. So I just keep my pace. I keep going. I keep closing the gap. And I just pretty much get ready to do my, you know, my kick so I can finish the race fast. And at this point, we're getting close to the last 200 meters, which is where I decide, I tell myself I'm going to make my move soon. So we're coming around the curve now. And at this point, I'm picking up the pace. I'm getting ready to take him. And yeah, so that's exactly what I did. I took him and then I tried to finish the race. I started kicking. And yeah, long story short, I did finish this race with a time of 2:09. So that was good. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of this race. And that's pretty much how this race just went. Yeah. Now, I know from the video, it seemed like I ran well. And in my opinion, I did run well. Here's the problem. Paint the picture for you real fast. So on the track that we were racing on, there was an exchange zone. Now, in this exchange zone, you have to make sure you're in it to get before you get the baton. If you're out of the exchange zone when you get the baton, then your team is automatically DQ'd, disqualified. Now, the race was going smooth until the third leg. You see, when the second leg came to get the third leg, the baton, our third leg wasn't in the exchange zone. And like I said, if you're not in the zone, you're getting disqualified. Now, mind you, I didn't even know we got disqualified until after the race. I went over to my coach, and my coach looked like he was having a horrible day. He looked like he was having one of the worst days possible. And after talking to him for a bit, that's when I realized, and after he told me, we got disqualified because we had a bad exchange. Now, this is what I'm talking about when I say it can get stressful, and it's just relays are just such a stressful event. Because one little mistake could cost the whole team a loss. Regardless, we're going to keep going with the video. And next, I want to talk about a 4x4 relay. You know, now that I'm making this video, I'm starting to realize that maybe the 4x4 isn't as bad as I said it was. I actually have a lot of good experiences with this 4x4, and this is definitely going to be one of them. So I'm going to say now, this was my fastest relay split. Now, before we get into that, I just want to give you guys a heads up that the video, the person that had recorded the video, they started the recording late. So it's not going to be the full 400 meters, but it's going to be pretty close. All right, so with all that being said, we're going to hop straight into this relay, which happened on... All right, so like I said, the recording started late, so I don't have that much time to explain. So as you see, I'm pretty sure I'm in like 4th place at this point. There is like 3 other teams in front of us. So yeah, I'm just doing my best. I'm trying to keep up. I'm going as fast as I can. I just got out like guns blazing. I'm just running, right? I got 2 people behind me. I don't want them to get in front of me, so I'm just full sprinting. I'm not letting nothing like stop me from getting to that finish line. So yeah, I'm going, I'm running, and then right here, I started to feel it. I started to feel awful. Like, I wanted to stop the race. I wanted to quit. But I did manage to cut this guy I got into second place, and long story short, I did finish in second, and then boom, that was the end of the race. Now, with this relay, it was another freshman relay because we were going for the outdoor record. Long story short, we didn't get it this time. But with that being said, it still was my fastest split, and it was some of my other teammates' fastest split. So we weren't sad about it. It was a good race. And like I said earlier, if everybody's trying their best, then it's always gonna be a good race. So now, since we just got done talking about my fastest split for the 4x4, we're gonna talk about my fastest split for the 4x8. Now, this is the only good 4x8 experience I have to talk about today. Now, since I'm actually excited to show you guys this 4x8 experience, we're gonna hop straight into this one, which happened on...
Oh yeah, Chris! Thunder!
Alright, so as you can see at the top right, I got this race sped up just a little bit, just so we can get through it. So, at this point, I have the baton. As you see me, I'm coming around the curve, chasing the guy in front of me right now. He's in first, I'm in second. We're just running, and now that I'm behind him, I pretty much just stayed behind him from almost the entire race. I just kept sticking with him. I stuck with him the whole time, and yeah. At this point, I honestly was feeling kind of gassed because at the first 100 meters, I had pushed myself so I could get to where I am now. I tried to close that gap as fast as I could. So as you see us, we're coming down the first home stretch. We're coming down. I'm still right behind him. I'm keeping it close. I'm not letting him make a gap whatsoever. I'm just keeping it close the entire time. I knew I was coming. I started to feel it a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I started to feel just a little tired, but I wanted to win this race. I wanted to get this, and I just knew I had to pass him. So I just kept myself close. I stayed close the entire time. And now that we're coming around the back stretch, I'm still staying right behind him. And at this point, I'm going to do what I can, and I'm about to let these last few meters play out.
Oh yeah, Chris! Thunder!
Oh yeah, no, Fulton, he gave up, bro.
That's what I was saying.
And Marshawn Graham. You guys will be starting in 5.
Oh yeah, Chris!
Oh yeah, Chris!
So boom, that concludes the race. Everybody tried their hardest. Amazing. We all felt horrible after that relay. Like I'm saying, we were all in a circle just suffering. But again, everybody tried their hardest, and we did manage to run our 4x8 fastest. We ran 8 minutes 21 seconds, which was amazing. And to say the least, it was a great 4x8. I felt pretty proud of us. It was great. Now, like I said earlier, this was my fastest split, which is now 2:03. So yeah, it was just a good relay in general. Overall, no complaints. It all went well. On top of that, we did also win that race. So, perfect 4x8. We are now at the final race of the video. This race is going to be a 4x4, and this was also the freshman team's last chance at getting that outdoor record. At the end of this, you guys are going to know if we got the record or not. But to say the least, I'm going to say it was a good race, regardless. So, with all that being said, we're going to hop straight into this last race, which happened on...
Oh yeah, hog down, Chris. Generate to a hog down?
Alright, as you guys probably saw, I did end up getting the baton in like 5th place. But I wasn't going to let that stop me. I wanted to get this win. I wanted to break this record. I was going to make sure that happened. So at this point, I'm just giving it my all. I'm trying my hardest to catch up to them in front. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but I'm trying my hardest. There was one at the back stretch. I'm just doing everything I can to catch up and close this gap. Coming around the curve, I'm still trying to move my hardest. I'm not trying to let my momentum break. I'm just going to keep moving. Coming onto this home stretch, I was almost there. I tried to keep my form. I did my absolute best to keep it. I was looking at the time. I was looking at the board. I saw the time closing. I was just trying. I kept pushing. And then I did manage to close it. And with the 53.45 splits. long story short, we did get the record. Another round of applause for the freshman 4x4. And to say the least, it was a great race. We all did our absolute best because it was our last chance of doing so. After this, we went to it was the conference meet, and then we had sectionals after that. So this was definitely gonna be our last chance to just run the regular freshman 4x4. So I guess you could say the main takeaway from all this was that the 4x4 is way better than the 4x8. So yeah, that's all I got for relays. The next video is going to be about my 3,200 meter experiences. I'm gonna tell you guys now, that's gonna be a long video. The 3,200 is already long enough, and to make all of my 3,200 races into a video, that's gonna take a minute. It may take me a minute to get the video out, but I'm definitely gonna get it out sooner than later. So yeah, if you like this video, then I'd say go check out my 800 meter experiences and my 1,600 meter experiences. Also, if you want to see those full races, unclipped, unedited, all that, then I'd say check out my Instagram. On my Instagram, that's where I post all of my races. I've been posting all my races there my entire freshman year. So if you want to see those, then check it out there. Before you click off, make sure you press subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications every time I post new videos. With all that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.